Started for a little 20 minutes reset of yoga in the middle of the day. I don't know about you guys, but I have been sitting on the computer doing some work, so it's kind of nice to unfurl everything and unravel and just press pause. So that's what we're going to do right now. So taking a minute, just wherever you are, take a seat, make yourself comfortable. Just grab your mat if you've got a mat near you and come to sit cross-legged. Sit nice and easy seat. You can sit up on a block if you want to. I kind of like that it's habit. And then take a nice deep breath in and exhale out. Take another breath in. Full exhale out. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. 2 more. Start to bring your chin into your chest. Take a second, just notice how the back of the neck feels. Turn the chin towards your right shoulder and then look down into the right armpit and then tilting your gaze up towards the ceiling and then down again. Take a big circle through center over to the opposite side. Bring your ear down towards your shoulder, but noticing that maybe your shoulder wants to leap up and meet your ear, just allow it to relax down. Look down into that armpit and then turning the gaze towards the ceiling with the head still over to one side and then bringing yourself all the way back to center. Notice how the back of the neck feels, how the back body feels, and then start to lift your gaze up. Draw your chin in so you start to make that really attractive double chin shape. And relax your shoulders. Allow the arm bones to just be heavy in their sockets. Lift the chest up nice and tall. As you inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Clasp your thumbs, hook your thumbs together, and then pull the thumbs back, opening the elbows, sending the armpits open. Good. From here, take a turn towards your left side, taking the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Look behind you, and then come back to center. Turn to the opposite side. Good. And come back to center. Lift the arms up, hook the thumbs. And notice you probably hook them the same exact way each time. Let's take ourselves off of autopilot and come and redo the link. Pull your arms back, lift the chest. And then open your arms out wide. Come into cactus arms. Good. Now wrapping right arm and the left. Give yourself a big hug. Good. Bring your chin down into your biceps. Lift the elbows up a little bit and turn towards the left. Good. And come back to center. Open the arms. Back up to cactus, really squeeze your shoulder blades together and then wrapping left arm under right. Wriggle your fingers in as close as you can into your shoulder blades, lift the chest up, firm up the lower belly as you bow your chin into your arms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw in lower belly, turn to your right. And come back to center. Open up, unfurling the arms, and then bring your fingertips down onto the ground. Slide your hand away from you on the right side. Lift the left arm up as you lean over, allowing the right shoulder to soften. And then all the way back up, leaning to the opposite side. Good. Come back up, clasp your hands behind you, wriggle your shoulders towards one another. Lift the heart, press the knuckles down towards the floor, and then bow forwards. Lift the arms up nice and high as you bow forwards. Good. And then come all the way back up. Good. In this practice this afternoon or this lunchtime or this morning, whatever time it is where you are, just maybe take a second to reflect and see, what do you really need? It's like looking at a menu. What do I fancy eating today? What do I want? So just think about what you want from this practice and take from it whatever you need to. I'm going to come into this figure 4 shape. So having both legs at right angles, so your left shin is parallel to the end of your mat, your right shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Take a twist over to the right. And then come back to center, lift the arms up as you turn, keep your feet in one place, come into the back of your mat and turn to the left. Come back to center and turn to the right, this time maybe leaning forwards. And then back to center, turning, lean forwards. Come back again to the front, leaning forwards, maybe picking that left leg up, keep the knee behind the hip. Lean forwards as far as you can and then bring yourself back up, lift the arms up as you turn to the back of the mat, leaning forward, take the right leg up and lean as far as you can. Come all the way back, turn to the front of the mat, bring your hands down to the ground and then use blocks if you want to, coming up to find yourself into a lunge. Lift the arms up here, press your hips forwards and then lift the chest. Teeny tiny little back bend. Come back to center, hold on to your left wrist and lean over to the right. Come back to center, hold on to the right wrist and lean to the left. Sink further down into the hips. Clasp your hands behind you, lift your heart. And then lift the arms up as you bow forwards. Release your hands to the ground on the inside of your right foot. Wiggle your right foot out to the side and turn your toes, the right toes, to about 2 o'clock and open the knee out. Start to move around in the hips, just giving yourself a little bit of openness to the hips. You can place your right hand on your thigh, pressing that right thigh away from you as you sink into your lizard. And then tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg, rocking to and fro. And then come back down, lift the arms up, open up the space once again, bring your hands down to the floor, and then come back down to have the back into your right angle. Turn to the back of your mat, and then again, you're going to lean forwards, have a little turn, twist, lean forwards over that back leg, and coming to pick yourself up, coming into your lunge, facing the back of the mat. Once again, arms up, lift the chest up nice and high, press your hips forward. So you should feel a little sensation going through the right hip flexor and the right thigh. As you lift up and take a lean back, really thinking about lifting from the center of your chest rather than into the lower back. And back to center, taking hold of the right wrist, of the left wrist, lean over to the right. And come back to center, hold on to the right wrist and lean to the left. Come back to center, sinking down into that space. Bring your hands on the inside of that left leg and starting to move around. And turning the left toes to 10 o'clock. Let the sole of the foot peel off. As you move around, then tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg. And then coming back down. Bring your hands down to the ground on either side of your left foot and then come back into your 90-degree angles. Change the shape back to the front of the mat and then slide the right knee back to come into your hands and knees. Let's take a few shoulder shrugs here, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, first in one direction and then in the other. From here, we're going to take the right knee out to the side. I'll just do this in this direction. I'm going to take the right knee out to the side and then make a big circle and turn. Take the right knee out to the side, make a big circle and turn. Keep going, bringing the knee right into your chest, head down. Maybe give the knee a little kiss as it passes through, and then take the right knee to brush your right upper arm, take it all the way back. Make sure you're going through the full rotation of the thigh bone in the hip socket, and then stop, flex the right foot, push the heel up towards the ceiling. And then coming back down, bring the right knee into your chest, tuck the left toes under, keep the right knee into your chest as you sink back. Come forward, let the right knee come down. And then as you exhale, suck the right knee up into your belly. Inhale to lower, exhale, suck the knee into the belly. Inhale to lower, exhale, suck the knee into the belly. Inhale, lower, exhale up. Land the right foot to your right hand and come all the way up into your lunge. Sink in here. You're going to spin around again, facing the front of your mat. And then turn to the side, hands into your heart. Turn your left toes to the back of your mat and start to sink into your right knee. Come all the way down, flex the left foot. Good, lift the arms up and take a little turn. Good. If you feel warm enough, you could bring both hands to the ground. Otherwise, stay here in a twist or bring both hands to the ground. If you have both hands to the ground, bend your elbows, lean forward, lift the left leg up. If you want to go for your full arm balance, go ahead, lifting both feet up. Good. From here, coming to turn, bring your hands to the floor, step back into high plank, move back into down dog. Take 3 spinal rolls here, rolling, just loosening up your spine. Good. And then coming forward, bring the knee to the ground and sink back into child. Take an inhale to come forward once again and start to take the left knee on its circular motions. Really feeling that you're moving fully through all the capacity that you have in that hip joint for the femur, the thigh bone to move around in the socket. So our bodies really want to move to their fullest degree, just as our hearts, our minds want to feel that they're fulfilled to their fullest degree. Keep the left foot behind you, flex the foot and push the heel towards the ceiling, squeezing. And then from here, bring your left knee into your chest, tuck the right toes under, come back into down dog, come forwards into a high plank, and then bring that left knee down to the ground. As you exhale, suck the left knee back in, and then all the way down. Draw the left knee in, and then come down. Draw the left knee all the way in, and coming down. Left knee in, and then stepping the left foot forwards to the left hand. Rise up into a high lunge. Feel that you're sending the right hip forwards. And then turn the right toes so that they're facing the side of the mat. Turn the left toes also, and then sink down, flex the right foot. Good. Turn over the left leg, bringing your right elbow over the knee. Stay here, or if you choose, bringing your hands down and taking those options just as we did before. Lean forward. You can either bring the left elbow into the hip or keep it free. And then coming to lift up the right leg, maybe the left leg also. Good. Turn the left foot, step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal the knees, bending in and shaking out whatever you need to let go from the morning already. And start to tiptoe your feet forwards to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift and extend your arms like you're going to fly. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again, open the arms. Exhale, bow. Inhale, your halfway lift here. Good. And then sink into chair pose. Lift the arms up, readjust your feet if it's necessary. Sinking in here, inhale. As you exhale, hands come into your heart. Inhale to lift the chest. As you exhale, turn, take your left elbow over that right knee. Push down into the left hand with the right. Turn and see if you can elongate your torso, taking your belly away from your thighs. Look down at your knees to make sure that the left knee doesn't pop in front of the right. And then transfer your gaze to the front right corner of your mat. Start to take your left heel to your bottom and then out all the way behind you without touching the floor. From here, keep the right knee bent as you come into warrior 3, straightening the right leg. Good, and then step all the way back into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the side. Sink all the way back down once again. Open the arms up. Inhale, good. And then rising up onto the right tiptoes, take another twist over that right leg. Good, lean forward. Maybe this time you lift the left leg up and down 3 times, or maybe you take your arm balance. Good. From here we step back, either vinyasa or into downward facing dog. Lift up onto your tiptoes, then raise the right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, open up that right hip, and come back to center, extending the right leg long. Take a little hop, once, maybe twice, or maybe 3 times. From here, bring the right foot forwards to the right hand. Come back into warrior 3. Lengthen the chest. Bring your hands into your heart. Bend your right knee as much as you can. And then twist. Take your left elbow over the right knee. Everything in reverse. Step the left foot forwards. Back into your revolved chair. And then lift the arms up. Inhale. Open into cactus. As you exhale, take a forward foot. Inhale, open the arms. As you exhale, sink into your chair pose. Hands into your chest. Inhale, lifting up. As you exhale, turn, take the right elbow over your left knee. Pressing down your left hand on top of the right. Turning, looking over your left shoulder. Great. And then start to look down. Check that your right knee is in line with your left. And then taking that right heel up and slowly out. Good. From here, turning, coming into warrior 3, lengthen the chest. And then step back into your lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, sink down all the way into that left knee. Feel free to lift the left heel if you need to. Open the arms up. And then come back to center. Turn. Bring your hands to the outside of that left leg. Leaning forward. Make any little wiggles and adjustments that you need to. Maybe simply lifting the right leg up and down. Good. And then from here, step back, vinyasa or down dog. Take an inhale and an exhale. Deep inhale and a long exhale. Step the right foot a pace forward and lift the left leg up to the sky. Look forwards to your hands, bend your right knee. Take a little hop. 1 and 2 and 3. And step the left foot forwards through to your left hand. Come back into your warrior 3, raising the right leg up. And then bring your hands into your heart. Again, everything in reverse. Bend your left knee. Start to take a little balance. Start to take your right elbow over that left knee. And then bring the right foot back. Take a twist here. Good. Come back to center. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the chest. Open your arms. As you exhale, step back into high plank. Good. Take the right leg up. Bend the right knee and take the right toes to the left side of your mat. Lift the right arm up and back as you press your hips to the sky to come into wild thing. And then come to sit all the way down. Take your right arm in front of your right knee. Lean forwards. You can stay right here or you can choose to take the bind. Leaning forward over the left leg. Come back up, lift the arms up. Take the right hand behind you and lift up. And then coming down, turn to the left. Bring your left hand down. Come into side plank. You can keep your left knee down if you want to or need to. Come onto your forearm. We're coming into full plank. Good. Come to bring your right hand down to the ground. And then take a chaturanga all the way down. Inhaling, we lift our hearts. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Come forwards again into high plank. Lift the left leg up, bend the knee, take the toes to the right, and then lift up to come into your wild thing, leaning back. As you exhale, come to sit all the way down, bending that left knee. You're going to take the left arm in front of the left knee, right arm out to the side as you fold over the right leg. An option to, again, take your bind, hold your fingers, your wrists, your elbow, or socks, clothing, whatever you've got, leaning forward. See if you can lengthen your chin towards your ankle. Coming back, turn towards your left, bring your hand down to the ground, lift the hips up. And come back down, take the right hand down behind you, lift back up into wild thing, and bring yourself back into your side plank. From here, bring your left hand down to the ground, and come down in chaturanga. You can drop your knees to the floor if you want to. Lift the heart in cobra or up dog, and then sink back into child's pose. Take a deep inhale, and a full exhale. Take a deep inhale, and an exhale. Deep inhale, and an exhale. Yeah. Come forward, lift up onto your downward facing dog. Come onto your tiptoes, bend your knees, look forward, and either step or jump into seated. Come to sit. Lift your feet up off the ground. Keep the knees bent if you choose, or straighten them if you want to. Holding here. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, start to lower the shape. Take the arms up overhead, inhale. Bring your hands to the hips. And then again, lift your arms up overhead. Bring them back to the hips. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground. Arms up overhead. And then back to your hips. Start to rise up. Cross your ankles. Forward fold. And then come all the way up. Feet to the ground. Take your hands behind you. Go cup down as though you're waiting for a nice margarita at the side of some beautiful swimming pool. And then coming back up, hands where your elbows were, lift the hips up, coming into your tabletop. And keep your chin tucked in or look back. And if you want to, you can come into full Purvottanasana by lengthening your legs, toes to the ground, hips high. Come all the way down. Lengthen your legs, lift the arms up. And then soft bend in your knees as you forward fold. Relax your shoulders, relax your head, relax your jaw. And then slowly start to roll down vertebra by vertebra. Come to lie on the ground to take your Shavasana. Allow the legs just to be soft. And the arms to be soft, the whole body, the belly, back, jaw, forehead. Even imagine that the muscles in the scalp could soften. And if you want to put a blanket on or extra sweater or something over your eyes, that can feel really nice. So these moments of pause are just here to give us a sense of perspective from what we're doing. Sometimes we're so entrenched in our daily lives, we need to take a moment out. And just allow yourself to have that luxury of just 20 minutes in your day to press reset. If you're ready for it, you can bring your knees up into your chest, rock from side to side, then come over to one side and gently bring yourself up to seated. Hands into your heart. Take a nice inhale. Let go. Thanks for joining me for practice. Hope to see you soon. There's a web